I have to admit, I've been having a hell of a good time watching professional sports torch its fan base.
You're watching Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk, back at you one mo again. Yo, man. Yo. I can relate to this one on a personal level, on a professional level, on a monetary level. I was the biggest sports fan that if I knew you, that you would know, save for perhaps a team owner or something of that nature. Collected the hats, collected the memorabilia, buddied up with drivers, teams, crews, just to get that little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? Just to listen. And I love to listen. Now that was for racing. Racing was my thing. It was IndyCar, Formula One, NASCAR, all the feeder series, in that order. Then when they weren't playing, or if we were between races on weekends, it was professional football. Every once in a while with my ex, we'd sit down and watch an Atlanta Braves game. She was a Braves fan. She was the worst winner I have ever seen in my life. That should have been a clue that I was soon to have an ex. Yeah, you know when motherfuckers are ingrates when their team is winning, you got problems. But I just watched this deal. You can go on and check him out. His channel name is Salty Cracker. The guy's funny. He's a riot. He really is. And he's not one of these soy pussies out here that run around all day trying to set fire to culture and heritage. He's not a cultural vandal. As a matter of fact, he supports what the United States is. Plain and simple. I do too. As far as the people and the heritage and the culture are concerned, as far as the misuses and abuses of government, and all foreign wars and all that bullshit, I don't support that at all. Fuck that. But goddamn, boy, every Sunday morning, they didn't do Saturday races very often, but every Sunday morning since 1987, I was up watching my races. And I started watching them in 1978. Lots of fun. It took a while to get used to it. You know, it took a while to try to figure out how they're going to pit and what their strategies are. And it took a while to get used to the rules. And the rules were fantastic then. You know, a couple of tweaks here, a couple of tweaks there. No biggie. Then they started fucking everything up. Then they started screwing up. People have to be honest about their sports. Your sports is a leisure item. It's no different in principle than running into the store and buying an extra purse for a broad or for a dude to go get himself a nice big steak dinner and a cohibo at the end of it with a nice glass of whiskey, if that's your thing. I gotta tell you, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would see the all-in approach that these dumb motherfuckers have committed themselves, their teams, and their fandoms to. You see, you are directly flicking shit in the face of the paying customer. You know what I'm saying? You are directly ball stomping the person that walks up or calls up and buys the ticket to go and see your fucking event. Do you think that your event is more important than my morals than my ethics, my scruples, my values, my principles? Do you think motherfuckers running around a field swatting balls is more important than those things? Do you think me watching cars run around in circles is more important than morals and ethics and values? I'd be wagering to say that you probably did think that people could not live without their entertainment. And there's still way too many people out there, in my opinion, that have sacrificed everything about themselves. And they justify and they wish away all kinds of dumb shit just so that they can have their little bitty entertainment out there on oh, it's all I've got. If that's all you got, you're the fucking problem. If that's all you've got in life is somebody else to live vicariously through, you're the problem. I watched auto racing because I loved the technology behind auto racing. That's why I watched it, because the cars looked fantastic. Well, they have completely obliterated that now. They've destroyed that. So I don't watch racing anymore. As a matter of fact, I had stopped watching racing before all of this bullshit started to happen with these fucking cucks. And the way that they just offer up all of these people that are paying the fucking bills and sacrifice them on the fucking altar of ecumenity. And I say, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck you. You see that? Fuck you. I have archives that are as big as CBS, NBC, ABC, ESPN. Personally, myself. That's how invested I was. But when you walk up to me and you thumb your fucking nose at my family, you thumb your nose at my heritage, you acknowledge racism, but directionally, all racism is terrible, if you believe in that kind of thing, because I know what it really is. It's just a bunch of made-up shit. It's a cudgel. That's all it is. It's a word to beat somebody on the fucking head to shut them up. And that's all any of this nonsense has become, is a word to shut people up. Let's fucking go, asshole. These stupid people. See, I can't start a fucking video out here without some dumb motherfucker getting me to come out my mouth at him. My family has been in this country since the middle 1630s, before this country was this country. It's a long time, right? It's a long time. It's a lot of heritage. It's a lot of culture. It's a lot of history. And we have weathered the fucking storm many times. Every time that ugly motherfucking Marxist comes up, every time that fucking hook-nosed Bolshevik comes up, every time that fucking filthy commie from another part of the world moves in here and thinks that they can change everything, we have weathered the storm. And we will weather the storm now today as well. There's no need to have fear out there, fellow patriots, fellow white people. There is nothing wrong with you being white. Do you understand that? You don't have this mythical privilege because you're white. Because your country that was founded for you by your ancestors that came out here and over 100 fucking years cut the timber, built the buildings, and then the next 100 years, the technological revolution. They made that for you. Not so that you could give it away. Or that some fucker crying poor mouth could run up on you talking about, but, you got all this shit. We made it. So fuck you. Now, if you wanna partake in this, maybe there's a discussion to be had. There is no discussion about my fucking privilege. Fuck you. I go to work every day. I don't stick my hand out and collect a fucking check. I don't sit at home and plan how to beat people up and tear their fucking culture down to the ground. I don't get arrested for assaulting police officers and fucking looting and vandalizing and murdering and then get kicked back out to the street. Now that's privilege. When you got the law and the media working for you, that's privilege. I don't have that. They hate my fucking guts. They hate me because I tell the truth. That's why I'm going to continue to tell the truth about sports. Sports is dead. There will always be a niche. There will always be cowardly motherfuckers out there that will sell out, stab in the back, and betray their fellow man, their brother. That's why I don't keep them as friends. That's why I don't dial them up on the weekends and find out what they're doing. Sports as a collective is dead. And I never thought that I would see that. But then again, everything else that has embraced this cultural cancer is dead. This is a real fundamental, easy issue to figure out. These people, these terrorist arms of the DNC, they hate you. They hate your industriousness. They hate your intelligence. They hate your committed attitude. They hate your ambition. They don't have the fucking guts to stand up and go work for what they want. They can't see 2 feet in front of their fucking noses, to say nothing about going 6 months, a year down the road to save and build a foundation for the rest of their life. No, they can't do that. They would rather put their hand out and tear your shit up and take from you because you're productive. And now I see sports in the same light, in the same vein. These motherfuckers will sit there and offer you a ticket to come watch your favorite team. Watch these cars go crash into fucking walls. Woohoo! Not anymore. Not anymore. I have 40 years of races that I can watch anytime I want to. Anytime I get the itch to scratch, I go watch those races. Those were good times. Now, maybe it's a little bit of ignorance. Maybe they always felt that way, but at least they weren't so arrogant and so brazen as to tell you that they fucking hate the paying customer, that they can't stand patriots, that they have the audacity, the temerity to allow people to kneel on your fucking flag and shit and piss right in the fucking face of the thousands, the millions that died to make this country. Get the fuck out of here. How anybody can go and buy a ticket to one of these games and call themselves an American or a patriot? There's no fucking way. You're not an American citizen or a patriot. You might have the paperwork, but your Marxism shows. And that's all I got to say about that. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day out here. Gentlemen, always remember that every day is a good day above dirt. Don't think to yourself that your life is over and that you have to step outside and slip the surly bonds. You don't have to do that. Don't take yourselves out. Stay in the game for as long as the game will have you. And if your day's not going the way that you need it to go today, retire, make it up tomorrow. Start setting that plan in motion. Put one foot in front of the other, and eventually you will be where you want to be, where you need to be. Shake off that fucking pain. Shake off that head fog. I know it's tough if you're separated from your kids. I know it's tough if the person that you invested everything in shunned you and dropped you in a meat grinder. I know that. I've been there. All of us content creators have been there, gents. In one way or shape or form, we've all been there. Stick around. The best is yet to come.